Hello and welcome to Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. And in today's film, which is such a special day, you will see two different styles of days completely, and that's what happens when we film on the allotment. Yes, today is an absolute belter of a day. It's raining, it's cold. However, when I filmed yesterday, it was beautiful blue skies, and so you're going to get a contrast. Well, that's what happens when you have an allotment, or you do any gardening or any work outside. Of course, it is dependent upon the weather. However, that never stops us here on Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. So sit back and welcome to a very special first year anniversary show and my 21st show of 2021. Welcome one and all. So, here's the first photograph, looking back. This is when I first inherited it, and as you can see, it's completely overgrown. It had not been used for a few years. And then over the first month or so, I started to, I cleared the bank, as you can see from the photographs, and then we started to clear the growing area, digging over. The digging over of the growing area took about 2 weeks, because not only did I dig over, I took all the bindweed out, because actually this entire allotment was covered in bindweed, and so we dug down as far as I could and got as much out as I can. And actually in the growing area now, I don't see very much bindweed, luckily. If I do see it, I'll dig it out. As you know, the bindweed, you don't pull it up, don't leave anything in the ground because it just regrows. It's horrible, nasty stuff. If you do have a bit coming up out of the floor, by the way, somewhere else, just keep chopping it back, because eventually it will die away and die off, because it doesn't want to put energy into somewhere where it can't grow. Another useful tip with bindweed. And then of course I planted plants, and we started with potatoes. They were the first to go in, and then the peas went in, and as you can see from the photograph, the peas were under a growing cloche. That's hard to say, isn't it? And we went on from there. We grew tomatoes and cucumbers, and we had lettuces, and lots of lettuce. It seemed we were picking lettuce every single day, as well as cucumbers and tomatoes. It was wonderful. What a happy 21st video making day, and of course my first year, and I'm sat here next to my daffodils on what's become a very wet day. But we'll carry on filming because I want to do a bit of history. You know me and my history, and we're going back to where the narcissus, was originally named and came from. Well, Greek mythology of course is the basis to most of our history here on the allotment, and this one I love particularly because, there was a guy called, of course, Narcissus, and he was the son of the Greek god Cephasus, the river god, and he had a twin sister, and unfortunately his twin sister died, and the stories say that he was pining so much for his twin sister that he went to the river and saw a reflection, and it was his own reflection, but he pined for the love of his sister, and he pined so much that eventually it drew him into the river and he died. However, where he died, the daffodil grew, and that's part of the history of where we got the daffodils from, the Greeks. There's another side to the story, that the Greek gods themselves threw him into the river because they were sick and tired of his pining for his long lost sister. It also comes to the fact that the Greeks believe that looking into a mirror or into your own reflection can often bring bad luck, and this is from around 300 BC, and this is where we get the daffodil from today. The Romans loved them because they thought that the stems here, inside the stems, that lovely juicy liquid that makes up the plant food for the daffodil, had special powers. It wouldn't have been possible this last year without you, my viewers. You've sent pictures in, you've had comments, you've joined in with the competitions, and yes, there will be a sunflower competition this year. So get your sunflower seeds at the ready, and in the next couple of videos I'll show you the sunflower seeds that I bought to plant this year. It's been an amazing year, and once again I thank you for joining in. It makes it really special when you send me your comments through. I really enjoy that, and if you love what we do, please subscribe. It really does help, and press the subscribe button, and there's a little bell. If you press that, every time I post a video you'll get a little notification to say it's up and running. So once again, thank you for watching Jeremy's Yorkshire Allotment Adventures. We'll have more videos to post this week about the other things we've discovered on the allotment over the past year.